this is Gilgamesh. I'm going to be talking about in 1994 Crow. I just recently saw again on Paramount Plus. The thing about this movie is why it's a classic is because, for one, it's Brandon Lee starring it. Two, unfortunately, he died while making the movie. The thing was, they had finished all the principal work. I mean, the stunt work was what was left, and I can tell you exactly the scene where he dies and Michael Massey played Funboy. Well, see, the scene was shows up while Funboy and Donna are shooting up, and he basically comes in with the guitar and does this, and he basically freaking out Funboy, and then Funboy pulls his revolver, shoots him in the hand, and he goes whoo, and he laughs and everything. His hand closes up, and then the part where Brandon Lee died was when he shoots him. He shot him here. Well, unfortunately, when he got the gun, because the prop team took the gun away and they didn't clean it, so when they took it and they gave it back to him, when he pulled the trigger, what came out was forced out was part of what was left from the previous day's filming. And that was fired out and went into Brandon Lee's heart, killing him. And the actress Sophia never saw the movie. She couldn't bring herself to see it. Michael Massey actually quit acting for years because he was so traumatized that he ended up being the one that, not his fault, killing Brandon Lee. And so this is why a remake of this movie never made sense. Here's the thing is that the whole movie, I mean, the story is written by James O'Barr. I've read the comic. You can actually, right here is the first of it online. If you can't afford to get the book, this is the comic. And in the comic is that Eric Draven's part of a rock band, which in the movie you get. And Brandon Lee was so good, he worked on the stunt work. Everybody's great in this movie. From Sarah, Rochelle Davis, who plays Sarah, Michael Winnicott is great as Top Dollar. I mean, he gives the character some sense of humanity when he talks about his past and everything, and when he even apologizes to Eric at the end, he even admits it was him that caused him and his fiance's death. And for a bad guy, this is the thing about Michael Winnicott. He's so damn good in the role. And he has a twin brother, by the way. A lot of people don't know that. Is that it's just an amazing film. From the look of it, Alex Porras, if I understand, he actually met with James O'Barr, and he sat down with him to want to do this. His whole comic into a movie. And I think James O'Barr was on set. He's not credited as being one of the writers, but when you watch the movie, which I did, they do mention as far as writers on this, the thing is they don't give him credit for writing. They do give him a credit when it comes to the working out the story, not as a writer, but he being involved in creating the script for the movie. So, and when he saw Brandon Lee as Eric Draven, he looked exactly like what he envisioned Eric Draven to be. He said this. He was never a fan of the other Crow movies. Crow, City of Angels, it's not terrible. It is a sequel to the first one because there's, the Sarah character. They have a different actress player. But the thing is, they do get the revenge story right. Most of these movies are terrible, including, I'll get to the new one, which looks like absolute dog shit. The whole point is that this movie, the cast it's fantastic. Bai Ling's great. She plays Top Dollar's sister, but I think also love interest. They seem to imply that they're lovers. Arnie Hudson is he's sort of the father figure to Eric, because he's a cop. He sort of has what you want from a police officer, not to be all about power and everything. He's more of there to help, and and he basically sort of becomes like, well, he helps Eric Draven later on in the movie, and David, I mean, everybody's great in this movie. There is not one bad performance from the cast. Yeah, but you wouldn't at first realize that Michael Massey is Funboy, but Dave Patrick Kelly is T-Bird. I've seen him in a bunch of other movies. He was in Commando. He was also in Dreamscape, where he plays the main villain. He's such a great actor. Here, like I said, everybody's great in it. You have Anna Thompson played Darla, and she looked like a junkie in the movie, and Brandon Lee saves her from her terrible lifestyle. And then you have Mason Lawrence. He was in Hackers, and he is fantastic as Tintin. Everybody, like I said, everybody's great in this. You have John Polito as the pawn shop opener Gideon. The bad guys, I mean, you have even some people who are just like secondary characters. And the reason Henry Rollins is in this movie, his band's in the movie, I think. But yeah, you even have, I don't know if Michael Berryman, they put him down here, but I don't know if he's in it. I know that some of the bands were actually in the movie that their songs are in. Like when you see the performance, that's actually in fact, that is the band. Now, this is the original trailer for this movie. This is how fantastic this thing was. Look at this. This is what
People once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes, just sometimes, the crow could bring that soul back to put the wrong things right.
When I saw this trailer, I said, yes, I gotta see this movie. Look at it. It's a gothic, beautifully gothic revenge tale. And it is.
You're all going to die.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Is that gasoline I smell?
Victims, aren't we all?
Look at that. Now you told me this like a gothic horror. I've seen him in his movie, different genres. It was fantastic. Yeah, and here's the thing about this is a revenge story. Yeah, there's a love story between, Shelley Webster and Eric Draven, but his story is a revenge tale. And like I said, this is the comic that you can read this online. It does go through it's in black and white originally, but yeah, this is the comic. I'm just showing you a little bit of it. And the whole story is that Eric comes back. I mean, gosh, the girl who plays Sarah, this looks like Sarah. Yeah, and it is a revenge tale. Eric Draven comes back for revenge. There are differences. They made changes, but James O'Barr loved the movie. He loved this movie. He saw no reason it needed to be remade. Look at that. This right here. Look at this. That's Eric Draven, by the way. I'm just showing you a bit of the first, to give you a sense of what this comic is. Yeah. Everything in here comes directly from, look at that. Oh my God, they picked the right actor to play Gideon. Look at that. Holy crap. This is, I've read this thing and it looks, he's not wearing the coat or anything here. He just shows up, and basically it's like he heals. Here he actually kills Gideon. He doesn't let him live. That's a big difference between the, is that he does kill him here. And then there's T-Bird. That's supposed to be, I think, T-Bird. So he's not wearing a shirt here when he runs into T-Bird. Tintin. Victims. it is a bit different. It's, yeah. You see some, but overall, they got the damn story down. The Crow, that's just the first. Yeah, I'm just showing you this because this is, Eric Draven, the comic, is a rock star. He's in a band. Now, there's a difference between this. See, there's the actress. Okay, this is the actress who plays Shelley. Look at her. Yes, she's a white woman. She's actually quite attractive. Now, here's a big problem with this movie. I'm just going to show you the cast so far. Okay, this is supposed to be Shelley Webster. Big problem. This bitch is black. She's black. They race swapped the character. She don't even look like the character from the comic. This absolutely looks like shit. And I'm just saying it. I have nothing against Bill Skarsgård, but holy shit, do they have nothing about this that makes me want to see this movie. Yeah, and it's not following. And the problem is the fucking idiot directors made this piece of shit. Yeah, let's go down here. Let's look at this. I want to look at the fucking director. This looks like shit. Of course, it's produced by Edward Pressman. Oh, God. He produced the first one. The original should have left this fucking alone. This is the shitbag directing this crap. This is the man who fucking, cheated on his wife with Kristen Stewart while he was making this piece of shit. He did this piece of shit, which was absolutely atrocious. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. He takes properties and he makes nothing but trash. He's one of the worst directors in Hollywood, and his Ghost in the Shell movie was absolutely atrocious. Should never have been made. Yeah. And his thing is, it's love, and they're junkies. The literal premise of this movie is that, unlike the comic where Eric Draven is out for revenge, in this, he's not. It's a love story. What the fuck is this shit? Okay? And I just wanted to point this out. When you're looking at a great movie, you go, yes, the movie, but here's the trailer for this piece of shit.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
Nothing about this. He looks like the
Though
Joker.
you're quite
He
brilliant and
does. Like
broken.
Jared Leto. What the fuck are they junkies?
You feel like my
She's black
person.
in this. What the fuck?
You
This
feel
is
like
not.
my...
Why does he have all these fucking tattoos? He looks like that shitty Jared Leto Joker. Seriously, from Suicide Squad. What the fuck? Eric Draven didn't have tattoos. This is
That's-
absolutely terrible. Look at this shit. This
What's
is
the
not
worst thing you've
Crow.
ever
Nothing
done?
about this. This is the one of the
Whole
most
things.
idiotic trailers. It's stupid as fucking. What the
shouldn't have
fuck
seen
is
any
this
of it.
shit?
Shelley! Shelley! Please don't do that!
What the fuck is this?
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead.
Oh, this is nothing.
And sometimes
Nothing about this makes me think the Crow.
something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest.
What the fuck? Okay, this movie is a piece of shit. Honestly, it's really
Until you put the wrong things right.
it's crap.
You were given the power of a god.
What the hell is this crap?
But you're running out of time to save her. I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them.
This is not a Crow movie. This is the fucking Suicide Squad Joker. That shit. This
Told
is not,
you.
This is not
Yeah,
even close
you
to
did.
being based on the comic.
We
No.
have a problem.
Why the fuck are they
It came from
junkies?
us.
What the fuck is this shit? Do not let this is what happens when fucking you hire the shitbag named Rupert Sands. He can't direct worth shit. This is not a Crow movie. This is garbage.
First impulse. Anger.
It's not anger.
What?
It's love.
Oh, shut the fuck up. What the fuck? Oh, this is not The Crow. Calling this dog shit The Crow is an insult to fucking The Crow. This has nothing to do with the comic. I've read the comic. I showed you a bit of it. In it, it's a revenge story. This stupid shit. Oh, it's love. Two junkies can fuck right off. Eric Draven was not a junkie. And they race swapped Shelley for some fucking bitch who fucking can't act.
What you've become. You know that love promises only pain.
Okay, Rupert Sands, you're officially you can take a fuck right off a short pier into hell, you fucking untalented piece of shit. I mean, I've seen bad trailers and I've seen good trailers, I've seen dog shit. This has to be the worst trailer ever.
You have no idea what hell awaits you. No, I do.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
Okay, this is what the problem with this crap is. This is not the crap. The music, everything about it, it's fucking dog shit. And yeah, it should never have been made. Because this is a terrible fucking movie. It's not The Crow. See, you go back and watch this trailer, you get a fucking movie. You get the fucking experience.
But sometimes,
The Crow.
just sometimes,
Gothic horror,
Crow can bring that
revenge
soul
tale.
back.
That's all this is.
The wrong
It's a man
things right.
back from the dead to kill him and his fiance. Nothing about that from me. This makes you go, yes, this is based on the comic. And the thing is, it's right here. You see the Crow. This is the Crow. Okay. Brandon Lee was the Crow. I mean, look at this. This is the comic. Look. Everything about it. You can go through to the next one. You can keep looking at this stuff. It's amazing. It is like, yeah, here's the second. You see, look at that. That looks like the Crow. You don't see that from see, and there's this. I mean, you see it. Look at that. The code and everything. He's not wearing the shirt, but he's wearing the coat. Brandon Lee was Eric Draven. This reminds you of this that movie reminds you of this comic. It's a revenge tale. That's all it is. He's going on a bloody crusade to get revenge on the people who killed him and his fiance. And that's Sarah, I think. I think this is Sarah. But yeah, you see, there are the hints of in the movie, the Crow movie, you can see the hints of the story. This story from here, is it exactly the comic? No, but look at that. That's supposed to be, I would say that's Fun Boy. And then here he is, with the girl. Unlike, and there's Fun Boy, there's Eric Draven. Look at this. She says, go home. Yep. Tells the girl to take her. Yep. Bam. Yes. Oh, that's different. Now that's funny. Yeah. This is the fucking comic. For anybody who was fucking wondering, this. Yeah. And this movie right here, Brandon Lee is the Eric Draven character. Like I said, they didn't follow the comic perfectly, but they got the essence of the comics. This revenge tale. This horse shit can fuck right off. This is not the Crow. That don't even, it looks like the fucking Joker. This is the Crow, right here. This picture tells you everything, what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a man on revenge. bullshit that it's about love. It never was. So, yeah, I wanted, like I said, The Crow's a perfect story of, and the way it was written captures the comic. Not everything about it is but the essence of the story is there. This is why James O'Barr loved this movie. He made it very clear. He has nothing to do with the new one. William Preston, the producer of the first movie, of this one, he's the one that's, see right here, Edward R. Preston. He's producing that dog shit known as The Crow 2004. This is James O'Barr. If you want to know who, this is the man who created The Crow comic. And he's, he was in the Marines. Yep. Guy was born in, he was 18 when he joined the Marines. He's had, personal life, mid-20s. Yeah, he resides in Dallas, Texas. But this is a guy who is an artist. You just look at his work. Look at this. He just kept working on The Crow. And he's talented. I think he suffered from, I'm trying to think. The Crow was adapted into a successful film of the same name, 94, which was marred by the tragic death of Brandon Lee during filming. After the success of The Crow, James began planning a post-apocalyptic graphic novel series entitled Gothic. The series was based on The Wizard of Oz and featured Johnny Z from his short story Frame 137 as the main character. Yeah. Was named as a consultant on a possible reboot of the Crow franchise, although previously opposed to the project. In an October interview, O'Barr spoke about the involvement in the reboot of The Crow. He discussed the approach to the adaptation and efforts being made to respect the original film. Later in November, O'Barr appeared in Wizard and stated that he was co-writing the script with screenwriter Cliff. Yeah, didn't happen. That's the thing. This thing does not have him at all in it. See, here are the fucking idiots. And this is one of the morons worked on it. What else has he worked on? Oh, he's worked with Dave Chappelle. Okay, he worked on Broadway, which is a good show. He did work on that. I never saw Gossip Girls. I know I don't care about but yeah, this guy's actually worked on stuff. He was one, for this movie. Don't care about the order. I don't know what that is. Oh, he worked on Gran Turismo. Oh, that's writing credits. Yeah, he did write for, they don't put it, they don't put him, they say here for The Crow, writing credits, but when you look at here it's, this is this guy. I thought they were James O'Barr, but yeah. That movie does not have anything to do with The Crow. That's The Crow. You can see it right here. Yeah. This is The Crow. This piece of shit can fuck right off. It's a pile of shit. They race swapped Shelley. They made a piece of garbage. This is the real Crow. This is James O'Barr. Yeah, man, genius comic maker, writer and everything. Yeah, an artist. He wrote and drew it all himself. And he's proud of the 94 film, which he was involved with writing on that. Yeah, if you look at the opening credits, they do mention he was one of the writers, even though in Wikipedia they don't give him credit. He did actually work on he was there helping them write the screenplay for The Crow. And he thought he was going to eventually work on his own sequel to the original Crow, but it never happened. and then we got that dog shit that's coming out that he had nothing to do with. So I just want to talk about that real quick. This is, The Crow is an amazing film from beginning to ending, and the reason it holds up over the test times because, for one, it's fucking Brandon Lee's last movie. Two, the acting is fucking amazing. The cast does a superb job. Everybody in this movie, look at this cast. This is the original Crow, by the way. I'm just showing you the cast. Every person in this movie, even the minor characters, the backup, the gangsters and everything, who you don't know who they are great, And, even the cops are great, the smaller characters. We got this guy, Marco Rodriguez, plays Torres. He's an absolute asshole in the movie, but he's a hell of an actor. Jeff here, he was Waldo at the bar who said, "Good night, Darla." You got Skank here. Mason right here. Mason here, what's amazing about him is his career. You look at his acting. It's like he's done a lot of films. He's a writer. He's look at this. The feature films. He was in True Blood, which I do remember, The Crow with Brandon Lee. He was in Hackers, which I love that movie. A lot of people don't. They have an issue with the Hackers. I've seen The Shield. It's a good show. Prison Break, it was okay. But, what's funny is that he was just like, he's right here. Mason performed a number of productions at the Harold Clermont Theater and the Nike Cafe. So he's done a lot of work. You can go back, look at his career all the way back 2008. That was his first project was here, Joey Breaker. His last movie he worked on was City of Lies. And then television, 92 to 2016, Daredevil. I think this was the Netflix series. He was on Netflix. Now it's with Disney. Which they will do nothing good. But this guy's been in a lot of stuff. And I don't think he's acting anymore. Seems like he may have retired from acting. But that's Lawrence. This, Michael Winnicott, has a twin brother. People, they didn't know this, but he does have an actual twin brother. Michael Anthony Claudio Wincott. He has a brother. This is his brother, Jeff Wincott. That's Jeff. I've seen him in a lot of stuff, and he is an actual good actor. I mean, you can look at his career, see it. It's like, and Michael Winnicott is like the most, like if you want a guy to play a badass villain, like in The Crow, you hired this guy. He has such a voice that it's like, you go, yes, where was he born? He's a Canadian. Raspy voice. He has the perfect voice to play villains. He was, in fact, right here. It's a character in the Robin Hood legend. He was in Prince of Thieves. He was in that movie. If I remember right, I'm going to look it up because he plays, where is it? Michael Winnicott is Guy, his career is, he's been in a lot of stuff. He's worked with a lot of actors. His career, it's long. Since 1979, he's been working in movies. Title Shot, okay? All the way to 2022 with Nope. That's that, Jordan Peele film. I haven't seen that. He was in Forsaken, Ghost in the Shell. Oh, that terrible movie. He's uncredited. That's a funny thing. Uncredited. Planet Treasure. I think this was the... okay. So he's done... a lot of movies. Hitchcock, he was in that. Yeah, so Michael Wincott is just Wincott, I mean. Yeah. So you look at it and you go, okay, this is the cast. And you go, yeah, this is a great cast. Michael Massey right here. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2016. Yeah. Thing was, he did talk about what happened on the set of, yeah, he quit acting for several years after, yeah, right here. Michael Massey accidentally, it wasn't his fault. Understand it. After Brandon Lee's death, he quit acting. He was so traumatized by being the one that killed Brandon Lee that he quit actually acting. Yeah, and when he worked on The Crow, he actually stomach cancer. God, that sucks. But The Crow, he quit acting for several years because of what happened. Yeah, right here. Portrayed Funboy Massey was the actor who fired the shot that accidentally killed Brandon Lee on the set. As a result of improperly prepared prop gun, traumatized by the event, he returned to New York and took a year off from acting and never saw the film. In 2 years after the incident, Massey said that he still had nightmares about it, stating, "I don't think you ever get over something like that." Yeah, that was Michael Massey. Great actor, by the way. Tragic that he died. But yeah, it was not. I'm glad they said that it was a tragic accident. He's always had trouble with living with that whole thing. I mean, great cast. This movie should never have been touched. It was so perfect that you go and watch it, and it still fucking holds up after all these years. Alex Proyas did such an amazing job with, the movie he was working on, that you just go, yeah, you could never see anybody else do this movie, and there's a reason. It's Brandon Lee's legacy, and only he has ever been able to do the movie properly. Yeah. And that's the tragedy of this movie, is that Brandon Lee basically will forever be, his tragic death. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I'm not going to see this new dog shit because it ain't The Crow. I remember the TV show because he became his uncle was the one who created the Iron Chef in Japan. That show, yeah, that was his uncle, the guy, Mark Dukakis. He went on to play Eric Draven in the TV show called The Crow. It was okay. Wasn't nearly as good as the movie, but, it was okay. Well, this is Gilgamesh. I will talk to you later. Bye.